Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jason from Straight Edge Knives. Doing another comparison video for you guys today on what I would consider the mid-size type knives from Tops. Have a couple in here that are a little bit bigger than what maybe some people would consider a mid-size, but they're also not quite overly large as well. So I'll explain that as we get into it. But let's start off with the ever popular Tex Creek. Tex Creek is an awesome knife, camp knife, everyday use knife, if you will. It's got the Rocky Mountain tread on my handle. It's not an overly thick knife, but it's pretty much all these knives are about the same thickness. So, let's just go into that for you guys right now. But this knife is pretty popular. A lot of people have it. Leo Espinosa designed it. It's 1095 steel. So I'm going to use this kind of as a base model to compare some of these other ones too, because a lot of people have this and can probably go off of that with some of these other ones. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the Tex Creek 20-year anniversary model. Now, essentially, these are the same knife for the most part. Biggest differences being that this is 1095 steel and this is 154 CPM 154. Also, you have a different handle material. This is a black and red linen micarta with some white liners, but where it gets different is, besides the steel, is that when you hold these up to each other, you definitely get a thicker handle with the Tex Creek 20-year anniversary model right here. Even if I didn't have the Rocky Mountain tread, this would still be a thicker grip. So something to note, this comes with a leather sheath. Drop that in and grab it. Sorry. Leather sheath for the standard Tex Creek, and with the 20-year anniversary model, you get a black and red custom Kydex sheath. There was only 500 of these made. I don't think you can find them brand new anymore anywhere. You have to pretty much find these on the secondary market. Great blade though. But again, besides the handle thickness and the steel, they're essentially the same knife. But this one's still pretty awesome. So anyway, let's jump over to the Baja 4.5 Reserve Edition. This is, to me, a thinner knife. It feels thinner. Even though blade thickness are essentially the same, the 4.5 just has a lighter feel to it. So if I hold these up to each other, here you can kind of see there it is. Maybe, yeah, it is just a little thinner, but not by much. But you're getting a slightly longer blade, not by much, but it's a great knife, great all around camp knife too. Like it's got the thinner feel to it. It's got some texturing lines in there for grip, jimping on the back for your thumb. You gotta do push cuts or whatever it is you need to do. Got your bow drill divot here as well. Typically, this comes with black Allen head screws. For whatever reason, there was, I think, a slight mistake at Tops when they first came out. I got one of the first ones available. This is number 98 out of I don't know how many, but they did accidentally put the wrong screws in. But Tops was more than willing to send me the new screws. But I said, you know what? I kind of like it. It's a little different. I'll go ahead and keep the Allen heads or the Phillips heads in there. Plus, if you need to remove the scales to clean, because let's say you're cleaning a deer or something like that, gutting a deer, you want to get under these scales to clean them really well. It's easy to remove them. So that's just something to note. If you're ever looking at one of these, they don't all come with a Phillips. Mine was kind of an accident, and I liked it, and I kept it that way. So it comes with a leather sheath dangler. Also has a fire rod holder in here. You can put a fire rod on there. Nice sheath. It holds the knife well. You kind of can't always go wrong with leather. So let's jump over to the next one. Got the Trail Seeker. Trail Seeker this is a nice heavy duty knife. I mean, all these knives are heavy duty. Tops doesn't make anything that isn't heavy duty. I can tell you that right now. I mean, their stuff is just awesome. Even their smallest knife is heavy duty. Trail Seeker. This was a employee contest. Every year, Tops does an employee contest where the employees turn in designs and they get voted on Leo and Craig and the guys over there, you know, pick a winner, and every year they do one. This was a winner from I think a couple of years ago. I could be wrong on that, but this is a great knife. It's got an all around use feel to it. It definitely has a tactical look to it as well, which is cool. But let's pop it up here next to the old Tex Creek. You can see, sorry my fingers are on the way, but you can kind of see the handle thickness is there. You're getting probably a little bit thicker of a blade with the Trail Seeker, but and maybe just a little bit taller lengthwise. This is a great blade. Comes with a nice Kydex sheath with a dangler as well. One of the things I did with mine was I added a fire striker to it. Paracord wrapped it. This paracord is kind of cool because it actually has some different strands in there that when you pull them out will actually burn. They act like a wick almost. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like a fire starter paracord. I don't know, just like the way the black and red looked on it. When I wrapped it, it kind of gave it like this like wave looks. So something you can do if you're interested. Not hard to do. Watch some YouTube videos. So anyway, that's the Trail Seeker, guys. Pretty awesome blade as well. From there, we're going to jump into the Road Dog Adventure Blade designed by Burnaby Velarde. This is an awesome blade. It's got a cutout here, so you can use this spot right here to pick up a little camp stove off your fire if you're out riding around on a dirt bike or motorcycle and you're camping. Also has a bottle opener. This little flat spot right here is designed to strike a fire rod. Got a little pry bar / screwdriver on the bottom. This is a great blade. Feels really heavy duty. Like and it's just got a nice solid feel to it. It's a great blade. Check them out. They're similar blade designs. There's, you know, they're different. They're different enough. When I hold them up next to each other, they're essentially the same length. And you're going to get, these are different handle scales. These handle scales were made by Joe Snarsky. Typically this comes with like a black linen micarta, but Joe Snarsky makes some nice scales, so I put them on there. But a little bit thicker handle on here, but they're essentially about the same thickness too. But this does feel heavier, feels a heavier doo-doo, and like I said, maybe that's because of my handle scales that I have on here. Something to note. From there, we'll jump over to, this is where these next couple of knives get their, couple of them are a little bit bigger than this size, but they're also not quite into the like Tracker 1 Steel Eagle size range, so they're kind of an in-between. We have the Triple B from Burnaby Velarde as well. Again, has a little notch here for picking up your camp stove. Got some jimping on the back. Got the area right here. Sorry, I was giving you guys the bird. Got the area right here for opening bottles, and again the fire striker. But you know, when I hold it up, you can definitely see there is a size difference. But again, this is just not quite into that extra large range, if you will. I carry this around quite a bit. You can carry this all day, no problem, as well as you can carry this. Burnaby did a nice sheath for these, Kydex sheath. You can also get leather sheath from Burnaby for these, very nice. This got this nice Kydex sheath. I added a fire striker. I keep giving you guys the bird. Added a fire striker. It's got his leather wrap here with a dangler. These are pretty cool because you pop these snaps. You can take this belt loop off and then snap it back, and then you can slide your belt in through the back and carry it scout style, if you will, or you can leave the belt loop on and carry it vertically. So something to note. He also does that with the Road Dog as well. Great sheath setup, works very well. But like I said, with the sheath, I can carry that Triple B all day. So again, it is a little bit bigger, but it carries like any one of these other knives does. So with that, we'll get into the other one that is a little bit larger, but you can carry all day as well. The Tidal Force. Um, I know it's a cleaver, but you know, you got this karambit ring. It's nice grip here. One of the things, you know, it's definitely, obviously you're wider here, but lengthwise on the blade, you know, they're not too far off. So you're getting maybe a couple of inches, maybe an inch and a half more blade edge. But again, the way this is designed, you can EDC carry this if you wanted to. Comes with a nice, comes with a nice Kydex sheath with a belt dangler. You know, you pop this in here, and you can carry that on your hip all day long if you needed to. I've actually carried this. I've carried it around to the stores. I've walked into Target with it on. Never had any issues with anybody saying anything about carrying this. It's a great blade. So a little bit different. If you're into different, there you go. Something different. Let's see how many times I can say different. All right. So the last one, again, this one's a little bit different in the fact that it's just a little bit smaller than some of these other knives. But it's bigger than like a 3-inch everyday carry knife that you might want to carry. And that's the Vikings Tactics Patriot Big Grip. You know, when I hold it up to the Tex Creek, you know, definitely the Tex Creek is a little bit larger, a little bit thicker. This knife is very thin, very light. You can everyday carry this knife, no problem. But it's bigger than a 3-inch blade. But it's just shorter than this, than like a 4-inch, 4.5-inch blade. So I believe this is coming in at just close to 4 inches. So it's kind of in between. Very easy knife to carry, super light. It's got this awesome bloodline jimping on the back, all the way up to the top. Super sharp knife. Really love the blade design on it. Kyle Lamb designed these. Tops makes them. These, I think you have to go through Vikings Tactics webpage to get these right now. You might be able to find them. I'm not sure. I haven't tried looking, but I think you might be able to find them on maybe some other knife sites. But I know for sure Vikings Tactics webpage has these. So if there's something you're interested in, you know, give that a look. They do make a smaller version of this knife. It's got just under a 3-inch blade. Looks pretty much identical, except it's identical blade shape, except it has brown and green linen micarta. That Patriot is awesome. So check out my EDC knife video if you want to see that one. But like I said, this one, yeah, granted it's just a little bit smaller, but it's not by much on most of these knives. So it's kind of one of those things where it's not quite an EDC blade, 3-inch or smaller, but you're not quite into the 4.5-inch range with this, so it's in between. Great option though. And with that, we'll do it. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I just like I said, I like to do these videos for you to give you some comparisons, at least size-wise. I'm not going into specs and details with exact blade lengths and exact handle thicknesses and stuff like that. I mean, if you really want to know that, you can go to their catalog or look it up online. I just want to be able to hold them up, show you what they look like in hand. I have big hands. I wear size XL mechanics gloves, if that gives you some reference. But, you know, all of these knives feel great. They all fill the hand nicely. I don't think any of them are overly large or thick. Yeah, this does have quite a thick handle to it, but it feels good. Fills the hand nicely. But even with this skinnier blade in my big hand, it feels really good. I could really like that I get a full grip on it. So, but anyway, I just like to show you guys these things in the hopes that maybe it'll help you make a decision on purchasing a future knife. Like and subscribe. I'm going to keep trying to do these videos for you guys. I think that my next one I'm going to do, I've already done one on the kind of the smaller blades from Tops. Now these are the medium size, I would call. And next I'm going to do the big blades. You know, we're going to go like Tracker 1, Steel Eagle, the ones that I have anyway. Show you what those look like, and kind of compare them up size-wise, and go from there. So anyway, like I said, like and subscribe, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.